Okay, there's a first number, it's a public service announcement for the Voluntary Human Extinction Movement. Thank you for not
Hello, this is James Kalm on the bike, and we're here at Zieher Smith.
James, you're well, man.
Thank you. And we're going to take a little run around of this show by Jason Brinkerhoff. Well, I was just driving around on my bike, and I peeked in here and took a look at the work and said, this is pretty interesting. I should come in and do a little report.
Like, I know.
Well, we started out and look at some of his paintings. These are all acrylic and spray paint on canvas. And I don't see any title, they're just numbered IN 4903. It's 32 by 35 inches. Now I kind of got a feel of some of the what I would call the bad painters. Some of the naive painters are people like Copley when I was looking at this, but there is some great just great abstract things happening here. This is also untitled IN 4922, 24 by 18 inches. I was actually more impressed with his drawings, and I think they've got a selection of about 60 of them here, so we're going to take a look at this. This was a nice collection. I guess they're all dealing with this theme of the woman with her hand on her head. It's a nice piece. There's Kathy Bradford. What do you think of the show, Kathy?
Beautiful show.
How do you like the drawings?
I like them. I love circles.
You like circles? It's got some circles in there. I think it's also interesting to note that all of these pieces are based on figure studies, mostly female nudes. And one of the great things that Jason has done is that he's bringing in references to a lot of different art periods and art movements. This was almost got a little graffiti hanging in there, a little surrealism. And he shifts back and forth even in each drawing. This has got like a fairly realistic rendering of the drapery in the gown. People on scooters. Have a nice squiggly drawing. Probably about 14 by 18 inches. Now I'm someone that really enjoys varying these different qualities, different materials, different styles. This makes me think of a Picasso from 1923. He's got some collage in here. I read in the press release that Jason is actually from the Bay Area, and I believe this is his first showing in New York, so I'll congratulate him on that. I like this piece because it's got the red outline. Nice color. This piece kind of, breaks into the area of as what was known as biomorphic abstraction with people like Gorky. Some of the little splatter things he's got collaged in there make me think of Pollock. And he's put this on some kind of stressed paper. Graphite color pencil, wax, pastel, acrylic, ink, spray paint, and Xerox on paper. 18 by 24 inches. I think this is a nice one. Definitely makes me think of Copley. Also is nice. Get a little cubism in there. He's got some collage too. And I like his scratchy line in this one. Another larger piece, but he's doing this all with just blue colored pencil. And a little Picasso there. Damsels des Avignon. Pieces are even smaller. That's maybe 6 by 4 inches. We were joking, this was his Modigliani. Maybe Alfred Mauer. Well, we'll wrap up on this wall. The surviving middle section presented in 1879, blah, 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 blah. Little collage. This one too. This is all cut paper. Graphite, colored pencil, wax, pastel, acrylic, and Xerox on paper. Well, we'll wrap up with this grouping. It's nice straight graphite. Well, we snagged Jason Brinkerhoff. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, it says in the press release you're actually from the Bay Area. Is that true?
Yeah, I live 20 minutes below San Francisco in a little town called Menlo Park.
Menlo Park.
Yeah.
That's great. The show is mostly drawings. Tell us a little bit about your drawing practice.
It's about history. It's about it's about one thing, which is the female form. And the idea is to try to fill her up with as many ideas as I have.
So you kind of picked maybe the most classical idea or form out there, and then you're sort of running through all the postmodernist and modernist ideas through that particular form.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about things like dislocation and the head being disconnected from the body, and trying to tweak the pose, and I'm just trying to push her geometry.
Have you found any kind of a contrast in the way that New York art world and the Bay Area art world reacted to your work?
Well, I don't show in the Bay Area, so I wouldn't know how to answer that question.
You don't show in the Bay Area?
No. I love New York. I tried to have a studio here a few years ago, but I couldn't deal with the summer weather. So at the time I was getting ready to get married, and I decided to not move to New York. So I set my studio back up in California.
Are you a California native?
Yeah, born and raised in the Bay Area. So it's kind of it works for me because living in California gives me the right amount of distance to feel like I'm doing my own thing, but then I can come here anytime.
Okay. Is there anybody that you look at that kind of inspires your work? I know you're talking about history, so there's probably a whole grab bag, but anybody in particular that you really like?
Foremost, it's Picasso, for
Okay.
sure. It's all about, it's de Kooning, it's Picasso, and then it's a whole bunch of other artists, contemporary and old, that I just like a lot. But it spans the gamut of John Graham and Arshile Gorky. And,
right. Batavia.
Yep, Picasso and Matisse and tons. Even from a studio process perspective, I think about Bruce Nauman a lot. There's a lot of different things that feed into it.
What do you think is happening in the Bay Area and California these days? Anything exciting?
Art-wise?
Yeah.
Don't know. The Giants just won tonight, so they're going to the National League.
Giants? What is that? Is that a baseball team?
San Francisco Giants.
They have a baseball team out there?
Yes, and the Oakland A's are playing tonight. So so we got two good baseball teams.
How about Andrew Masula? Are you familiar with him?
I am, actually.
He's a Bay Area painter that we kind of look at a lot here in New York.
Yeah, I haven't seen his work in San Francisco, but I'm familiar with it.
All right, Jason Brinkerhoff, congratulations. The show looks great. Does the show have a title?
Some Women.
Some Women. Okay.
Thanks.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Thanks. So this has been a run-through of Jason Brinkerhoff with Zieher Smith. 516 West 20th Street here in Chelsea. Thank you, Kate.
And log on to www.thehemt.org. Follow Soul Human Extinction Movement. We also support the Church of Euthanasia. Their sacraments are sodomy, cannibalism, abortion, and suicide. They're the 4 commandments that are really easy to follow. I suggest you do it.